Well, starting it off, we got two big boys. We got Tanner Boser versus Rodrigo Nascimento. Rodrigo Nascimento. Um, I don't know if you watch any of these. I've watched a bit of both. Um, Before watching Rodrigo's fights, just looking at his record, I mean, this guy's a stud. Like all of his wins are finishes. He's got 100% finish rate and a lot by submission. So naturally, going into this, I'm like, hey, I kind of like this guy, a heavyweight with submissions. Usually those are my kind of guys that I like Frank Mir, one of my favorite fighters, Tom Aspinall also up there with the submissions. But taking a look at his fights, he doesn't have a lot of UFC experience, and he's like 1-1-1 right now in the UFC. His last fight was originally a TKO, but he uh he got popped for like steroids or some shit, like some PEDs. Are yeah. I don't know too much about that. Are you familiar with what is this? It's like Ritalinic acid. Do you
I
know?
don't know. Like I saw that he got performance of the night, and he
Yeah,
was on performance. How do you say? What's the
performance
word?
enhancement of the night.
Enhancement. Yeah, yeah. So he had a double performance that night. You know.
And to be honest, it kind of showed because in the striking bouts, like he was getting tagged, he was getting hit hard, and he was just taking the punches. And eventually, he was able to land a few of his own and win by TKO. Actually, after he kicked the dudes in the nuts. But the fight before that against shit, who was it? Chris Dawkins, and he didn't pop for steroids for that one. He could not eat those same shots. He got TKO'd.
What
So
did
I
you say? What's the name of that steroid?
Ritalinic acid. So I looked it up, and it's like methem, whatever. So I think it's like a stimulant, like it's related to like speed, kind of.
Okay, okay. So next
I
time
don't,
when I
so
know that Stefan is gonna beat me up, I know what to take. You know.
yeah, I mean, maybe it'll help you take shots. I mean, maybe he's taking other shit that helps him do that.
Is it
But
also like stopping you from crying? Because that's most painful for me when she's beating me up.
I don't know if it helps with that. So good luck, brother.
I don't know. I'm gonna research.
Just be a good husband. I think that's what you could do.
Ah, that's not so easy.
uh, fuck. Like Tanner Boser, he's got knockout power. He's fought higher level competition than Nascimento. I think if you just look at their records and what they've been doing lately, maybe you'd go with Rodrigo, but I'm going the opposite. I'm going with Tanner Boser. He's got, I mean, almost three times the amount of professional MMA fight experience against higher level guys. He hasn't been on like a crazy win streak, but I think he's gonna put some hands on Rodrigo, and if Rodrigo's not taking those PEDs, he's probably gonna put him out. So I'm going with Tanner, first round TKO.
Yeah. Uh, like he's a favorite on minus 165. And Rodrigo is underdog with plus 140. So interesting fact, like they both have performance of the night, and more interesting, like I think they have even the less from all the matchups that we pick. You know, everybody else that we're gonna talk about, they have at least two, three performance or fight of the night. So I think like we are sleeping on this card. You know, like it's gonna bring some heat. You know, like that's I don't even know. I didn't calculate, but like 8% that we're gonna talk about tonight, they have more than maybe even 30 performance and fight of the night. So I think we're gonna see the good main card, you know. But just like after the last weekend, you know, everything is under the radar. You know, like whoever more or less, however is good a matchup or the fight, you know, like it cannot get to the hype of the last weekend, and everybody is now settling down. So it's hard to hype up, But
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have a really good matches and good card. Uh, Talking about this matchup, like I can see like if Rodrigo takes him down like really easily, it's gonna be his. If it stays standing and like you said, and he is not on PDs, like really easily it can be like very short night for him, and also it's a question how he looks like after almost I think a year of, yeah, more than a year,
Hmm.
so it's question like in what edition he's gonna come, especially like he was forced probably like to take at least 6 months and or
Right.
maybe even whole year because he got popped, so I'm like 50-50 on this one. If he managed to put it on the ground, that's him for sure. But that's not like you don't need like brainstorming for that. It's pretty easy. So I think he has a chance in this match. It's just like a question how this break influence him. So I'm gonna go with Rodrigo.
Yeah, and it's interesting you mentioned like the suspension. It was only a 6 month suspension, and he was only fined $2,000. So you got to think like if you're taking those PEDs and it only costs you 6 months time and $2,000, like some of these guys are probably weighing those options and saying, "Hey, it's worth it. Like I'm going to do that."
Yeah, I think like it's also first offense,
Mhm.
and again, it's a question what they're taking. I think how I understood you, this is like maybe like little bit stronger Adderall,
Mhm.
if I'm correct. Like so. Again, it's like depends what are you taking. I don't know. Talking about like how much TJ Dillashaw. I think when he got caught first time, he got like longer.
I want to say it was 2 years first
Yeah,
offense,
two
2 years.
years because like he was doing like that blood transfusion was the name now. Me
Yeah.
and the names I
I
cannot
don't think
remember.
it was EPO, but it was something like
Depot.
similar to that.
No,
Yeah.
EPO. I think it
It
was
was
EPO.
EPO?
Yeah, I think it was EPO with him.
Yeah. It's different steroids than I take.
Me too.